Hey guys, Evan O'Rourke here, back with another live stream. How are we today, my guys? And by the way, this is not a joke. This is not a trick. This is not any other thing. But the fact that I got a new swivel chair. Let's go, baby. Here we are, new swivel chair. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it in the live stream, in the chat or whatever. But yeah, new swivel chair. All right, it's going. It's a really nice one. I just got it today. I planned on getting it a while back, but um, I planned on did I call it a him? I planned on getting it a while back, the chair. I got it like 2 weeks ago. I technically bought it 2 weeks ago, but it took forever to arrive. So that's that. What can you do? But yeah, give me 1 second here. To those in the chat, just please be patient as I check for something real quick. All right. Alrighty, so hello Atomic, hello the Geigen Guy, hello Goji Fan, and hello Joe Goji, hello Godzilla Yakuris. I see everyone's popping in. Hello guys, how are you? How are you guys? Well, it is good to see you guys, and we have really one topic, but it's one big topic for today's stream. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of the chat. Joe Geigen Guy, it sucks. Well, I wish you thought it was good, but I respect your opinion. At least you're being honest. Who here likes the chair? Who here, let me turn it for the back for you guys. You know, in fact, let me get up from it. I think that's gonna make it a lot easier. Look at that. I know it's such a, I know you guys like the red, but I wanted to get it again, but they ran out of the red chairs. They're out of stock with the red swivel chairs. I had to get this, and I'm not saying I'm disappointed with it. It's just that it's kind of too. I don't know. It's too much of a different contrast from the red. I like the red because it was a nice. Speaking of which, it says I'm having connection problems for the stream, so if you guys wouldn't mind telling me what it is, because I see like a little red bar. Is it better for you guys? Okay, now I think I did it. I switched the Wi-Fi. I have two different Wi-Fi networks. Tell me if that's good. I think I fixed it. Tell me if that's good. Probably I easily phased out, when that happened for sure. Tell me if it's better now, guys, in the chat. Let me know. But yeah, let me read. Is it glitching for you guys? Oh, only arms is missing. Oh, the one for the arm. What do you mean? Like the armrest is missing? Also, so no, yes, it is. Here, Yago. He said he's leaving. Can't wait for tomorrow. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're excited for it. Speaking of which, I always do this with everybody. Should I just call you Hunter? Because at times when people join the streams and they have longer names than just a shorter name, then I have. So yeah, what would you want me to call you, Hunter? Or what would work? But thank you for saying you're excited. But yeah, I did have connection problems. I think I fixed it. It's good. Yeah, you fixed it. Yes, it's better. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for letting me know. Yeah, one of the chair's arms is missing. Like what? Like half of it is like. What do you mean? Like this right here, like this where you'd rest your arm is just like gone. Like how? I mean, like how? You gotta get a new swivel chair, man. It doesn't sound like it's very comfortable. No offense or anything. Um, Eben, yes, Chryzilla, Eben. Oh boy, people have been calling me that really for a long time now. But it's I know I'm talking about a chair and I'm not even talking about the main topic of the stream. But I will get into the main topic. One thing I do want to say as a final word for the chair. Look, the chair is nice. It's a new swivel chair. You guys are going to be seeing this as my main swivel chair for a bit. Um, uh, and goodbye, red chair. I still have it in my living room in case I still have it in my living room, in case I want to switch it after a few days. But you guys are going to be seeing this for a lot of my streams unless it gets broken or something, which would suck because, this costs a lot of money. But look, it's more comfortable than the red chair, but I wish it was a red color because I like that contrast in my room. It wasn't too, darkish, I didn't feel like it would fit the tone of my room with my brightish colors you'd see around my room with all my figures and stuff like that. But yeah, no. So goodbye, red chair. I've literally had that chair for nearly 4 years. Had I kept it in August, that would have been the 4-year anniversary of it. Because if you guys were, I don't think anybody here was new of my channel back in August of 2017. But August is when I got the red chair, so it was a nice opening, But this is the new chair, guys. So get used to it. All right. Let me see. What can okay, never mind. I thought that was a connection notification, but it's just a recommendation that I install a software, which I'm obviously not going to do midstream. What can I say? Except you're welcome. So this is Hunter. All right, yeah, so I'll call you Hunter. Absolutely. I'm actually a new voice actor. Yeah, no. The thing is that the thing was is that there was a lot of voice actor switches, guys. One thing's for sure, Hunter. I know you wanted to voice act, and I'm definitely gonna keep your, your desire to become a voice actor. I'll definitely keep that in mind. If for the next film, it looks like most roles are taken already for the next film. I can say that. But if there's any, anything in the middle, any spots that are filled up, I'll let you know. And I know if it doesn't work out. There's always a next film. I don't really have any limitations as of now. Dude, I didn't even get the chair. It was when I moved into my new house. It's great room. Oh, no, you're not a cheapskate. It's fine. I'm just suggesting maybe you should get a new swivel chair. I mean, I don't know. If it's comfortable, then I guess keep it. But if it's not, why not switch? You know what I mean? I can't think of anything to say. What do you mean? You can't think of anything to say or everything to say? But anyways, let's get into the main topic. I've been kind of stalling a little bit too much to talk about the swivel chair. I don't want to make it the big news headline of the stream. A fun conversation though. But anyways, what the main point is for this stream is that we discuss Ultraman Dawn of Realities, which is coming tomorrow, guys. It is coming tomorrow. Um, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to release it. I've been working on this since I literally finished Godzilla Reverse, which was in February. The second I uploaded Godzilla Reverse, I think a few days later, not even maybe a week later, I don't know, but it was right after I uh, I dived right into the script making for Ultraman Dawn of Realities, and it was great. I mean, it was easy to write. And the script didn't take too long. Filming worked out nicely. And the movie's it's great. I mean, I yesterday I edited the final scene, and so you guys are thinking, well, yesterday you finished it. No, actually, I had to compile all the scenes, so I filmed and edited the scenes individually, right? And because of that reason, I because of that reason, it wasn't fully finished when I edited the final scene yesterday. I had to today compile all the scenes I've done over the last few months into one big film, and also make little tweaks for scenes of the movie that I edited back then, and maybe I needed to switch now. So today was the day that I compiled all the scenes. Yesterday was the day that I finished filming all the scenes and editing all the scenes, but today was the day that I finished compiling all the scenes into one big film. And that was fun. It took a little bit of a while, but what can you do? Editing is it's not an easy process at times, and I guess an example of that is what happened today. I compile all the scenes. Um, who here wants to know the running time of the movie? Ask in the chat if you want to know, or do you? How about this? Who in the chat wants to wait for the running time of the movie? When it uploads tomorrow, or do you guys want to know now? And it's not a big spoiler or anything. It's just like I guess it wouldn't hurt to say or anything. Um, Oh, if you need a voice actor, yeah, no, I will. I will. For now, though, at least I think voice actors are filled. But again, any voice acting roles, you guys are going to be like the people for those who aren't in this, for those who are in the stream and are already voice actors, and for those who aren't, you guys are the people that I'm going to go to in case there's ever any open spots or anything like that. And yes, my next fan film after Ultraman Dawn of Realities will be a Godzilla fan film, and it will be a continuation of my Godzilla Heisei series. I'm not spoiling anything because I'm pretty sure I've said that before. And if I didn't, well, there's a news flash that I let you guys know on the stream. But yeah, my next movie after Ultraman Dawn of Realities is a continuation of my Godzilla Heisei series. It's gonna be really awesome. I'm really excited to work on that because this new movie that's gonna be a follow up from Godzilla Reverse. It's going to be the script hasn't been written. There's no scenes, nothing. I have nothing in mind, nothing official. But from what I have imagined for what I want the film to be, I think it's going to be really good. And I'm also going to be getting a new background. I'm going to be throwing out these backgrounds. Ultraman Dawn of Realities was the last film where I used those cardboard but painted backgrounds. I had three different backgrounds. The one with the sky, the one with the sunset, and the one with the night sky. And I've had those ever since I worked on Godzilla Attack of Virus, for the reason that the previous film, Steady 2, didn't do so well in terms of how people hated the green screen. So I decided to make an artificial background, which worked well when I first made it. But after wow, it's really been 2 years, has it? God, after 2 years and like 4 months of having these backgrounds, it felt like I just made it yesterday. Um, the stuff's got to go. So I'm going to be getting better backgrounds, making and getting better backgrounds for the next movie. So Ultraman Dawn of Realities will be the last film where I use those backgrounds. And if you want to know what those backgrounds are, you could look at them through short battles, fan films, stuff like that. By the way, I'm sorry, I have to read the chat here. Took a little bit of a break. I may play a part in the next film, but it may not be voice acting, but it's me. Yeah. I don't want to say. I think neither. I know. Sure. Thank you, and make sure you let me know in the comment section. Yeah, no, of course. Nice to hear that Dawn of Realities was a breeze for you to make. I know it's not easy. No, no, no. Well, I'm not. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna. Kid you guys. Excuse me. I'm not gonna kid you guys too much. There were hard parts. Such as the final scene, the final battle scene. Oh my God. That took me 3 hours of editing, really. Um, right? I think 3 hours. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world. So yeah, don't kid yourself. Films are never really that easy, unless it's like a 2 second shot of like Godzilla and that's the entire film. But how'd you call that a film? You know what I mean? If you want another runtime for the movie, I want another. All right, let me read more people thoughts. It takes 20 to 40 minutes to make a building, and I have to make. Oh God, how many have you made so far, Jogoji? That's a better question, so that I know how much longer you have to work on stuff. Dude, I wish I could make big movies like you and the other people. I don't really have good sets and use stop motion studios for my kaiju choice. Well, stop motion studios is good. It's not bad at all, like at all. I use stop motion studios. I mean, hey, it's really good. Um, you know what I mean? It's good stuff. Um, um, Let me see here. It's good stuff. I wouldn't be hesitant to not really think it's good. It is good. Stop motion studios. I use it. You know what I mean? It's good stuff. There's better out there. I'm not saying it's the best, but yeah, no, it's good. You shouldn't feel bad about that. But in terms of bigger films and not um wanting to know sorry, I blanked out for a second. When it comes to bigger films, look, all you got to do is have the patience to work on it for months, and people even make it years. People judge me for making films too early. People say I upload films too often. I can understand their points, but for me, it's not like my logic for this is that. My logic for that is this. This is that. My logic for that is this. The people who say that, right? Sorry, I got a notification. The people who say that tend to barely film. They film like one of their scenes every week. I, on the other hand, film a few times once a week. So if you do the math, it's going to be obvious that I drop films, shorter, in a shorter time span than other people who take longer. And it's not because I'm rushing it; it's just because I choose to film more days than the people who take longer. And that's not really beneficial to the film. I mean, deciding not to film on a day where you're just being lazy, that's not taking time with it. That's just choosing not to film. You could literally film 3 days throughout the week. You could film 3 days out of 7 days, throughout the week. And so long as you put time and effort in it, it really will come out good. I mean, to argue that, oh, I take years for my fan films, well, it's because you don't necessarily work on the film that often. If you were to work on the film much more often, not to say you should rush it, but if you work on the film much more often, it's going to come out sooner. So again, so long as you have months, and I guess if you are, more of a slow paced person, Atomic, then then that's all you really need, the patience to work on it for several months, maybe even years. Depends on what kind of pace you are with working on projects. I know people look at me as fast paced, but I've seen faster, so I guess I consider myself personally as medium paced, somewhere in the middle. But yeah, no, but I guess I'll just tell the runtime. It's 18 minutes long. So yeah, Ultraman Dawn of Realities is 18 minutes long. But anyways, Atomic, that's what I'd say to you about, the patience and all that. Or wishing you can make bigger movies. You can really. It's just you just gotta have more patience. You know what I mean? I decided to make my film Godzilla to be a smaller suspendable action. No, I plan on having a bigger fifth. That's a good. You know what? That's perfect. 15 to 20 minutes is good. I mean, hey, mine is 18 minutes, like I just said a second ago. In my opinion, a fan film shouldn't. Again, this is just me. A fan film shouldn't be shorter than 15 minutes, and it shouldn't be longer than 30 minutes. And I hear people say, well, it doesn't matter. So long as you have a good story, it can be anything. And that's a fair point. But in the sense where people could get bored of it really quickly, you really have to be very careful. In order for you to give your audience a fan film that you'll know they'll watch fully, at least most of the time, you have to give them a good time length. You can't have it be too short because then they're gonna go in the comment section like, I wish this was longer, and you can't make it too long because then they're gonna complain that you should have cut this part out. It was too long. You know what I mean? So nowadays, my fan films stretch in between 17 and 21 minutes, somewhere in between there. And this is another case of that. I mean, Godzilla Reverse was 19 minutes. Godzilla Unstable was 21 minutes. Godzilla the New Leader was, I think, also 19 minutes. And this film, Ultraman Dawn of Realities, is 18 minutes long. And it's actually technically 17 minutes and 59 seconds, but I know for a fact that anything you export for some reason, YouTube always gives it an extra second on the runtime. So I know it's 18 minutes long. It's technically 17 minutes and 59 seconds, but again, YouTube usually gives it um oh, I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I'm even wrong saying that, but it usually gives it a little bit longer of a runtime. So yeah, it's 18 minutes. It's officially 18 minutes. Let me see. I think the limit is 15 minutes per stop motion. Oh, so I guess your concern is your fan films you want to make them stop motion fan films. Well, unless that's what you want, that's different. But if I were you, if you really wanted to make bigger films, then I wouldn't recommend starting off at stop motion. I mean, stop motion, you need like triple the amount of patience I was literally just talking about. I thought you meant like live action movies. Like you didn't, I wish, you could make, like I thought you were referring to like you wishing you could make longer live action movies. Live action movies are, um, obviously easier, and you still need patience for them. But stop motion, if you're talking stop motion, then that I understand. That's going to easily take much longer. I mean, triple the amount of patience I'm talking about. Um, but I think a good place to start is live action films. I mean, again, I make live action films. A whole bunch of other people in this community make live action films, and they do well. I'm not saying don't do stop motion films because they're also very awesome and they pay off if you work on them for a very long time and finally upload them at the end. But a lot of people tend to give up on them, and that's the problem with stop motion films. So you really like I'm talking. I know I said patience and all that, my little patience speech. You really need patience for stop motion fan films. I haven't made one, and I already know I don't have the stamina to do it. That's why in fan films of mine, I always have like a 3 or 4 second part of the movie where it's all stop motion because why not throw a bit of stop motion to a live action film? I mean, you could do both. Maybe you could have live action scenes when it comes to the humans talking, but have stop motion with the monsters. You know what I mean? And that might have a little less of a longer time to work on it. Well, anyways, six buildings. Okay, well that's not too bad. I mean, I'm not saying you have it easy. You have it hard. I'm sorry to hear that you have to, 20 to 40 minutes, and you had 50. So you're telling me you had like 44, right? You had like 44 buildings already in production. You have 6 buildings left. You have 50. Um, Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, now I understand. Oh, wait, no, no, no. I'm thinking of this all wrong. I thought you meant like you had 6 left to do. So you so far got 6 buildings left. Oh, so you have 44 more to do. Oh my God. I mean, who says you have to make 50? I mean, unless you have a ginormous table of a set, then then it would make sense. But if you have a small desk, then you don't need 50 buildings. At least that's what I think. Oh, but that's hard. Never mind. I thought you had it easy for a second. I'm like, nope, never mind. Um, you know, I use stop motion. I use stop motion studios too. It's good. I would love to make a big film, but stop motion studios gets choppy if you were filming for a while. Well, it could be because of the frame rate and/or because you just over time start to get more lazy with it. I mean, I noticed that I work when it comes to my like if I just dive into a stop motion film, always in the beginning I'm very slow with my movements, but I notice over time throughout the day of working I get very, 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 very tired of doing the same tiny movement. So I kind of, pick up the pace a bit when I know I shouldn't. But it's what happens. You get crazy. I mean, you work on the stuff for hours and like just get this done already. Um, that's why you need to work on it over several months and years, because then you only do a little bit each day. But when you take it all together at the final end of it, it's just nice and long. I still have to finish my Godzilla vs. Kong stop motion. Drives me crazy. Yeah, that again. You have to work on that for a long time. What's up, Rubber Son? How you doing? Haven't you ever made a 15-minute long fan film? No, I have not. That's why I said I wouldn't have the patience to do it. That's why I'd recommend for you to start at live action or mixed live action stop motion. Genre is nice 12 minutes because I use 14 frames. I see. 14 frames per second. I'd do 25. I'd really up that. I mean, I know I shouldn't be talking because when I started stop motion, I had like 5 frames per second. That's why they sucked. Every stop motion up to like, I don't know, August of 2019 when I think I made a Thanos versus Iron Man stop motion. Every stop motion before that sucked because I didn't know you could up the frame rate on stop motion studios. In fact, thanks to Brubra-san, I learned how to move it up. So, yeah, make a stop motion win. Oh, I feel stupid. Didn't I, No, I didn't make a stop motion. It was a short battle between Godzilla and Siren Head. I mean, I might. Stop motions for me are something I'd love to do, but I like to do them bit by bit because then it pays off when you work on it for a while. I did put out an announcement trailer for God. Oh, I'll check it out after the stream. Unless I think I already saw it. I'm not sure. That's like a 6 month Yeah, it is. I'd love to make stop motion films. Oh, yeah, no, it is fun. Oh my God, how would that work? You have to be like, you'd have to like, like you'd have to have his hand, move. Um, you have to add too much. Yeah, this one's all details. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Acknowledging it. I did. I did. It's just I was reading other people's stuff in the chat before I read yours. Sorry, Rubber Sun. No, I made 6 buildings in the city. Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Now I understand. And the city is Hong Kong, and we all know. Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yes. Yeah, how much you use? It looks choppy when you frame it around your things, but you can. It looks perfect. Yeah. Um, what do you mean 100 frames? Like, what do you like? Um, oh, never mind. I think I know what you meant. Like, I thought you meant 100 frames per second. I'm like, it can only go up to 30. What are you talking about? I didn't know how to mix live action stop motion. No, I mean it's no. It's not like you have to understand. I'm not talking about some complex strategy. I'm saying, for instance, work on like okay. Let's say you're making a 20-minute film, and you want 5 minutes out of that 20-minute film to be all monster related, and the monster scenes are kind of I guess scattered out. Finally in one big scene. It's up to you. And the live action film, I mean, you just open the camera, and then you could like show the two character action figures talking and so forth, and then add the voice actors in, all that kind of good stuff. And then for the monster scenes, make it a separate project with you working on stop motion studios. And then on iMovie or HitFilm, or I think I'm really the only one who uses HitFilm in the stream, or whatever you guys use as your editing ways, editing stuff in the chat, just compile it all together, kind of combine it. If that sounds confusing, then I'll explain more in depth, but let me know if that makes any sense to you. Um, at least for iOS, I don't know for Android. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to do more faster. Bad moderation. Yeah, no, you should. I mean, because no offense, I mean, it's just a little bit too slow in Godzilla: The New Generation. Not all the time. I just noticed it more so when Godzilla was fighting. Or I mean, I shouldn't say Godzilla. What am I talking about? Yakuris or Godzilla Yakuris was fighting back in Godzilla. Hey, Evans, I'm Mr. Goji. Sup, Mr. Goji? It's Mr. Goji. I know. I can tell because I recognize the profile, but that's cool. Mr. Goji Productions. Nice new name, man. It's awesome. Yes, Geigen guy. What does thou require? Um, but yeah, that's a nice new name, man. Um, let me see here. I used 24 for a while, but to make a little test, it took 2 hours to make. Oh, I see. I see. Ever recreate Change of the 40s stop motion? No. Not only would that be kind of cringe because the storyline of Change of the 40s made no sense, but it'd also be very hard to do and it wouldn't really be relevant because most people, excuse me, most people, at least nobody on the stream, I think, but you knows what Change of the 40s was. And if you want me to explain, let me know in the chat. I don't know how to edit stop motion live action together. Well, it's again, you just work on two separate. I mean, look, you work on the stop motion project through Stop Motion Studios, and you work on the live action stuff through your camera roll app. I mean, that's and then when you have and then you go on iMovie or whatever you use to edit. And once you export all the projects saved from Stop Motion Studios and onto your camera roll, you kind of combine them. Like you take, like for instance, if you have a 2-second video from your camera roll of a character saying, "Guys, Godzilla's here," and then you cut to Godzilla having a stop motion walk across like a hill. Once you export that through Stop Motion Studios and have that short video of the guy going, "Guys, Godzilla's here," in the camera roll, just take the two footages you have both exported through your photo album and combine them through your iMovie timeline, or again, whatever you use to edit, because I don't really know. Which messages here on the stream or earlier above? If I didn't read them or ignore them, I wasn't trying to. It's just I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help Atomic with the ways of combination, I should say. Ways of combination. Anywho, I have to go back to the topic, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to avoid you guys in the chat, but we will have it. We will have the rest of the stream at one point just solely be about what you guys want to talk about in the chat. But I still have to talk about Ultraman Dawn of Reality. So again, Ultraman Dawn of Realities is coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'd like to say that's usually the time I release my fan films. It's usually from 12 o'clock, noonish, and this is Eastern Standard Time, by the way. So 12 o'clock noonish, in between that and like 2 in the afternoon. So I'd say I'm gonna meet in the middle and choose 1 in the afternoon. I don't want it to be too early or else nobody's going to watch it, and too late in the day. Not that that's a problem. It's just I want to release it early enough so that people get a good chance throughout the day to watch it. So it's coming out tomorrow at 1, around 1. Don't take my word for it, because every time I say this and that, you guys are like, "Where's the movie?" Because after I upload it the uploading process on YouTube has taken longer recently. I think for about a year for some reason. I think that update they did after the whole COPPA thing back in 2019, after that update happened, YouTube's just been much slower with uploading videos. So do not, please, I beg of you, do not take my word for it. I will upload the actual movie earlier in the day, though, so that in case it does take forever, I upload it earlier and then it's unlisted, but then I can easily make it public at 1 o'clock. Again, can't guarantee that. That's just something I might do. Um, but around 1 o'clock is when I like to upload it. And if it's not uploaded past 2 or 3 in the afternoon, then it's you guys are gonna. I don't even have to say it's probably gonna be a problem on my end that I wouldn't even have to bother explaining. Um, so yeah, it's coming out tomorrow at 1. Again, don't take my word for it. Around 1, hopefully. It's going to be 18 minutes long. It's going to be a sequel to Ultraman Extinction. I highly recommend, if you guys haven't seen Ultraman Extinction, you watch it in order to understand Ultraman Dawn of Realities, because it's a sequel to Ultraman Extinction. And Ultraman Extinction is an Ultraman fan film I made back in January of 2020. So you might have to scroll down a bit, but it's in January of 2020, and it's a sequel to that movie. So enjoy it. You know what I mean? And watch. I'd recommend it. You don't have to or anything like that. I'd recommend it so you guys aren't confused when the movie's coming out and you're like, why is this character wanting this, or why is this character? You know what I mean? You have to. I'd recommend watching Ultraman Extinction. It's certainly not a great film looking back on it. I think everyone can agree all their past films from years ago are bad when they look back on it. But again, it is what it is, and it'll help you guys understand Ultraman Dawn of Realities better. So why not? Um, but yeah, I recommend you watch Ultraman Extinction. Again, you might have to scroll down a bit, but Ultraman Dawn of Realities is coming tomorrow at 1. Don't take my word for it. It's 18 minutes long. And I'm really excited to show you guys. And the movie after this will be a Godzilla fan film that will continue from continue my Godzilla Heisei series. In other words, it'll be a sequel to Godzilla Reverse. But that movie won't come out for a while. I haven't even written the script for it. I haven't filmed a single scene. So that movie won't come out for a while. But what's important is that this is coming out tomorrow, and that I hope you guys enjoy it. You know what I mean? So that's really it. You know what I mean for the topic. I mean, I know this topic stretched out throughout the entirety of the stream, but that's because I went off topic several times. So again, like I always say, ask questions. Again, you don't have to ask questions now, but it's a good time to ask now so that later in the stream, when we're just diving into what you guys want to talk about, we're not left to drag back into the topic. Not that that's a problem, but again, if you have any questions about Ultraman Dawn of Realities, ask away in the chat. If you don't have any, that's fine. I'll give you guys a few minutes to ask questions, and if there aren't any, then we'll talk about what you guys want to talk about in the chat until the stream's over. Um, but oh, the stream. Sorry. Okay, let me scroll up now. I'm not finding any comments you put, Guy Gang Guy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't see them for some reason. Do you mind reposting what you said earlier? And I scrolled up in the chat. I couldn't find anything. I don't know what iMovie is. Oh, okay. No wonder you're confused. I feel stupid. Oh, okay. My bad. I should have explained that to you. I thought you knew what iMovie is. Sorry. If you have an iOS device, it is a again, I don't use it because I've grown to use computer editing softwares. I found those much better, but it's an amazing place to start. And I think a lot of us can agree here who have used it. It's an amazing place to start. And again, it's not an amazing place, to continue your work. There's always a time limit of what you should use and move on from. But when it comes to iMovie, you can only use it for a limited time before you have to kick the bucket on that one and just skip on to the next editing software. You know what I mean? But iMovie is a great place to start. I think a lot of people who've used it can agree in the chat. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just repeating about it. So anyways, iMovie is an iOS app where you edit, compile footage and all that. It's a really good editing app. And as long as you have an iOS device, open the App Store, look up iMovie. Here, I'll put it in the chat for you. It's spelled exactly like this. And I know the stream's a bit delayed, so you guys might be confused as to why I'm typing that in the chat. So just wait 25 seconds later until I'm explained it, so that it's not a weird, a weird transition as to why I'm just typing iMovie in the chat all of a sudden. So again, it's an iOS app where you edit. You can compile all kinds of footage so long as it's saved onto your camera roll, and it's really, 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 really good. Really good. For a great place to start. After a while, you realize that you've grown a little bit immature for it, and you need to move on. That's what I had to deal with after Stendy 2. Stendy 2 is when I kicked the bucket on iMovie. I mean, I still have the app. in case HitFilm is glitching or something, and I just whip out a quick edit. But um, it's a great place to start. Great place to start. I have to make. Let me see. And I have to make 50 billion 36 times per film. Oh, 36 more times per film. So you have to make 36 more every film that's passed. Why? Because like every build, the buildings deteriorate over time or something like that. Why does Ultraman thumb look like front face? I don't know, man. I don't know. Godzilla inverse. No, it's Godzilla reverse. Not re with the hard re, but reverse. What was your favorite part of making Ultraman Thunder Realities? Oh, that's a good question, Yako. Thank you for that. Um, honestly, um, I think I know. I'll tell you what I was originally going to say, but I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is I'm going to say the final battle scene. Um, I was just really satisfied. I mean, I'm always satisfied with my final battle scenes. I watch my film. I mean, looking back on final battle scenes from movies in 2019, and you learn to dislike them. But when you make them in the moment, I don't think I've ever. When you make them in the moment, I don't think I've ever been disappointed with a final battle scene. Over time, you learn to realize that you could have done a lot better. But for now, the final battle scene of Ultraman Dawn of Realities was very fun. I think the editing was more fun than the filming. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I literally just filmed the battle scene last Friday, but I edited it on Saturday or Sunday. You know what I mean? So that's a good question. But I was originally going to say just seeing how it all comes together. I mean, the best part is seeing it all comes together, but that really works for every film. So it's a little bit unfair saying that's my favorite part, but if I were to exclude that, then my favorite part would be editing and filming the final battle scene. That was fun. Evan into the Mikoverse. Evan, you're on too. Thank you, Atomic. But no, it is my fault. I should have asked you if you knew what iMovie was. So early, I asked if you make your. No. I mean, again, wait. What is? Oh, okay. For some reason, it didn't show me that earlier. I don't know what that was about. But, um, yeah, no. Of course, man. Let me see here though. Oh my God, sub Alex. I'm not sure if you're still on the stream because you sent that a while back, but um, um, yeah. Let me see here. Is that movie on Google Play? Um, no, it's on iOS. So if you have an Android, then I don't think you can get iMovie. Um, I'm sorry if that's the case for you. But you could, yeah, no, Brookerson's right. You could use iMovie on a Mac for sure. That can work too. Um, but as far as iOS devices go, you can only get it on iOS. I don't think you can get it on Google Play. I'm pretty sure. So iOS or with Brookerson, which is a Mac. iMovie. Give me 1 minute here. Sorry about that. Um, sorry about that. Um, anyways, um, yeah. Sorry for that. Someone came in. I had to mute myself. Adobe After Effects. It is great. Do you have that actually? I didn't even end up asking because you're saying it's great. I assume you have it. I can't find it. Yeah, no, you can. It's on iOS. For my film, I'm gonna try to bring back and or the iMac. iMac. Mac. For my film, I'm gonna try to bring Godzilla back to the. Oh, nice. Very nice. There's a lot of roots of Godzilla you can dive into. Origins, all that stuff's really good for films. No, I destroy the building, so it feels real. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. The crazy. Oh, sup, Gyro? What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. When does Krillin get a fight against Godzilla? Oh boy. Let me see this. Well, iOS is a different. I mean, okay, like it's the different. I mean, it's the different. The different. Oh my God, it's funny actually. I was thinking of using this word before I started the stream, but I said it not to because I had problems pronouncing it. But I did differentiate. Okay, it's a tongue twister for me. I'm sorry. The difference. Think of it as the difference between Android and Apple. That's the difference. It's between Android and Apple. There's the difference of it. Um, um, so iOS is more so, it kind of applies to many versions of Apple's iPhones and iPads. Yeah. But think of it as the difference between Apple and Android. So if you have an Android device, you can't get iMovie. If you have an Apple device, you can get iMovie because through the App Store, and sometimes you have it automatically installed on your iPad or whatever. But if you don't, then you get it through the App Store. And if that doesn't work, because I'm assuming you have an Android device by what it sounds, from what I'm hearing from you, then if you have a Mac, you can also get it through that. And if not, I could always recommend other editing softwares. You know what's sad? When I upload my fan film, I'm probably not gonna get. No, 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 absolutely not, man. When you first upload a fan film, and by the way, you can absolutely advertise it here. I mean, I don't, there's always some Fridays where I don't end up streaming, always, but any Friday there's a stream, you could be like, hey guys, here's a link, and then it's a link to your fan film, and you're like, this is a fan film I made last week. You guys check it out, and I'd be happy to check it out. I think you guys would too, um, but don't ever think that. I mean, um, my first fan film, um, I knew it wasn't gonna get views. I mean, same like you. I kind of knew that. Um, and eventually, you work harder and work harder, and your fan films do end up getting views. They do end up getting recognition. Um, Apple device. Yeah, Apple devices. Evan and Gonzalez being still slow. Oh boy, you still dislike it, huh, Joe Gucci? Again, I mean, it's your opinion, man. You know what? I was actually gonna bring that up in the stream. And by the way, since there's no other questions about Ultraman Dawn of Realities, we are going to be moving on to whatever, at least until the end of the stream. And again, if you have questions, ask away in the chat. But for the next few minutes of the stream, we have 10 minutes left before I have to go. Then we can just talk about what you guys want to talk about in the chat. But if you have questions about the movie, you can still ask away. That's FBI rated evidence. Yeah, and iPhone. Yeah, that's right. I forgot what it stood for, so I just recognized that it's the difference between Android and Apple. But thank you, Gyro, for making that clear. Yeah, an Android screw. Well, if you have a Mac, you can get iMovie, and even then, it's still not the end of the world. Do you have a Mac or no? If you got a laptop, you got to use HitFilm, I think. Well, that's not the only thing you can get on a laptop. I mean, you can get a pirated version of Sony Vegas, Adobe After Effects. Um, you know, Final Cut Pro, all good stuff. Okay, then I'm assuming you don't have a Mac then. Yeah, but in that case, then get HitFilm, which is free. Oh, well, what computer do you have? Do you know that at least? Um, um, but let me see here. A MacBook, yeah, an Apple MacBook. That's a better way of putting it. There's too little in the anime. Yeah, I can understand. I haven't seen. I've only seen 2 episodes, but again, I guess I can agree. Depending on the situation, Godzilla might be released around October, December, maybe February if things go south. All right. Again, you're taking your time with it. That's what matters. I wouldn't recommend canceling it though or delaying it. I mean, if it needs to be delayed, I should say don't. I wouldn't recommend canceling it, even if anything happens. I mean, if you lose all the files after literally just about finishing it, that's different. But um, if anything ever goes south, I still wouldn't recommend canceling it. I'm just giving you that advice before anything could go south. Hang on. All right, Tommy, take your time. A Mac is a burger at McDonald's. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. No, I mean for free. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm sure there's still free editing softwares out there, but HitFilm is probably one of the best in terms of it being free. There's also HitFilm Express. There's a version of HitFilm that costs money though. I think that's the Pro version or something like that. I don't know. Should be out in November, Jan. All right, I'll be sure to check it out. I'll be glad to check it out. Um, who knows? I think did we talk about doing a fan review show episode on it? Because I'd be happy to. When the movie comes out. I think it's gonna happen. And if anything does happen, I still wouldn't recommend canceling it. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that could happen where you don't really have a choice but to cancel it. But if it's it's just like one little thing and it still makes everything go south, I um, wouldn't recommend canceling it. My opinion. Uh, Give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, let me see. Building a PC is like building a house. Uh, question, Riverson, how long have you actually had Adobe After Effects? I feel stupid. I didn't even know that about you. I feel really dumb. Like, really dumb. Haven't you getting the Mecha G21 with it as mine Playmates? Oh, the Playmates version? Well, probably not, because the price for that has gone up a ton. But I might get the Bandai version of it though over the summer. We'll see. We shall see, but not the Playmates version. Especially considering how the Bandai version looks a lot um, better. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying the Playmates version looks bad. It does look good, similar to how the Kong Playmates for GBK was actually really good. Clap for Playmates right there. But probably gonna get the Bandai one, and also because the Playmates one is it's just Playmates one is just too expensive. The Mechagodzilla one, it's too bad though. If it wasn't, then I would have gotten it a while ago. When I got the Kong Playmates, which again is very good. Evan Wolin saying, "I would please don't, please don't." Since Christmas 2020. Oh, okay, that's awesome. So you got it for Christmas. It's like a Christmas gift, or did it just happen to be around Christmas when you got it? Okay, I'm back. I began what filming app can I use to combine that much live action? Probably hit film at that. I'm guessing. Um, Probably hit film. Which is what I use actually. Um, oh wait, no, wait a minute. Oh no, what am I talking about? Oh my God, I thought you meant like, oh my God, I feel really stupid now. That could probably no, that one's a Samsung. You can't get iMovie on that one. I thought you meant in the sense like you had like, oh never mind. You'd have a computer though, right or no? If you had a computer, then maybe you can get HitFilm on that. The Galaxy one, that's a Samsung, so you can't get iMovie on that. Um, there's other editing apps. I mean, iMovie it's the best one to start with, but maybe a video show. I don't know. Um, what does your shirt say? Good question. I'll let you guys. There we go. Voice crack. My God. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. I don't know why that's my shirt, but it's something I like to wear in the house because it's a nice slip-on kind of a thing. But what can you do? I can't believe the reality show guest starting keeping up with. Oh my God, that is oh oh boy, oh boy. That'd be really funny if that was a real thing. You know what I mean? Um, I have a laptop. Oh, can that run iMovie? I think it can, right? A laptop can run iMovie, right? No, am I wrong? Cringe, cringe, sure. Well, at least you're being on. Again, nobody. It's just a nice little slip-on thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah. Anywho, um, yeah, I think a laptop. Yeah, see, every type of laptop has their own iMovie for laptop solution. For most laptop users, what you need is the best iMovie alternative for Windows. Uh, Either Windows or Mac is important. Well, yeah, I can take that back. It depends on the lap top you have. Take that back. Um, Sony Vegas Manager other software for it. Yeah, no, yeah. Sony Vegas. A lot of people get the pirated version of that. I don't blame them. So yeah, you got that for Christmas, right? You said, Son. That's pretty cool. Again, you could have just got the pirated version. I mean, the pirated version really isn't that bad. It's pretty much identical. That's the one thing I will never understand. Pirated versions are practically identical, yet people choose to pay more money for, um, the real version. I'm not saying that's bad. If you want to get the authentic version, good for you. I mean, that's good because it's authentic. But on the contrary, however, that's also something you need to realize is that you can still pirate it and it'd be pretty much just as good. Not always, but sometimes. Also, should I make an OC5 series? Sure, why not? Why not? Is there ever a possibility that you will sell? No. If you're asking that question honestly, then no. If you're asking that question jokingly, then we'll see. Happy Ultraman Day, Evan. Thanks, man. It would suck because Ultraman Dawn of Realities is tomorrow. It would have been so much better if Ultraman Day was tomorrow. Would have made everything so much better. But it's the weekend of, so it could still work out just as nicely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But thank you. Happy Ultraman Day to you too, man. Again, I just wish it was tomorrow. That would have been even better. I've heard it would have been so much better for Ultraman Dawn of Realities to come out on. You know what I'm saying? Would have been so much better. But what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Mm, Ultraman looks pretty good. Oh, um, yeah. I mean, like, what do you mean in terms of like the fan film, in terms of reality, or the suit, or what? I mean, what do you mean? Is it like? What do you mean it is tomorrow for us? Sorry, I'm not really understanding that. Speaking of which, I plan on ending the stream in like 3 minutes, probably. I don't know. Japan is one day. Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I got confused because I meant us. I thought us, and then you should have. I got confused. I meant now I know you meant U.S. But um, Donnery. You see, the problem is that they're probably gonna think. I mean, I don't know. It's just like um, I don't know. I just wish it was Ultraman Day. Tomorrow that would have made everything a lot better. You know what I'm saying? A lot better. Mm, but yeah, they're gonna. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. Hope it goes well. I haven't been to DC since November of 2019. I went there for Thanksgiving. That was really fun. It's really fun stuff. Okay, I'm gonna. All right, bye, Jogoji. The stream's gonna be ending soon anyway, so you won't be missing much. I plan on ending in like a minute, maybe a minute and a half. All right, bye, bye, Yako. I think everyone's heading off now. I'll still let the stream go on another minute. Because why not? But yeah, I'm really excited to drop the movie for you guys tomorrow. It's going to be epic, truly epic. Very exciting. First fan film I've released since February. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying? For now, it's yeah, 6 months, 5 to 6 months really. It sucks. I think it's just a little bit under 6 months by like a week. I'm gonna make it. Oh boy, don't do that, man. Don't do that. I remember when diss tracks were more of a thing, you know. With Ultraman Day. Yeah, it is. It is. Um, again, it sucks because I wish it was tomorrow. Would have made everything a whole lot more convenient. Anyways, guys, and by the way, I'm going to try and end the stream properly this time so that doesn't cut off and Atomic puts the laughing emoji all over again. I'm going to end off the stream about now. So, again, look, there's only really one topic, and that is Ultraman Dawn of Realities is coming tomorrow. I'm truly excited to release it for you guys. It's dropping tomorrow at between 1 and 1:30. And again, if it goes past that, then I might be having a problem with uploading it. But the point is that the film will come out hopefully by tomorrow, hopefully at 1 o'clock. It will be 18 minutes long. Again, 1 o'clock, around 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So Eastern Standard Time, and also it's not going to be 1 o'clock exactly. Hopefully it will, but we'll see. And yeah, other than that, I cannot wait to upload this movie for you guys tomorrow. It will be a very awesome pleasure of mine. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And once it's out, be sure to watch it. Be sure to give it a like. Be sure to give it comments. Most importantly, I'd really like to see those comments, guys, because comments, for a second I thought I stopped streaming. Those comments help me, give pros in those comments, cons in those comments. They help me understand a whole lot. Um, and then a general rate, and all of that good stuff. I'd really like to ask for the comments though, guys, so I can see all the opinions all in one area, if that makes any sense. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy it. Remember, it's coming tomorrow. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later, and bye-bye.